Welcome to Telesystem EasyRoute, the fastest, simplest way to enable Microsoft Teams calling. Setting up direct routing in Microsoft Teams can be time-consuming and overwhelming, but rather than spending hours manually configuring Teams voice, troubleshooting settings, and running manual scripts, I'm going to show you how Telesystem EasyRoute automates the process, eliminating manual configurations and drastically accelerating the deployment. The first step is the discovery phase, where Telesystem compiles specific requirements pertaining to the end user's calling needs. What you see here is our proprietary assessment tool, which is going to give us a full snapshot of the customer's existing Microsoft Teams environment. Once we've securely logged into their instance, the tool automatically runs and collects the necessary configuration data, including users, phone numbers, call routes, carrier details, and licensing, which serves as the foundation for building and deploying the customer's Teams calling solution. When the process finishes, the system generates an inventory sheet, giving us a clear summary of the environment that we can then review with the end user and confirm their user and calling needs. In this example, you'll see the available Teams Phone Standard and Microsoft 365 licenses that we'll use to create our anchor users. These anchor users connect to Telesystem SBC to the end user's environment. All the information we've compiled in the discovery phase is then used to create the proprietary EasyRoute configuration file, which is put into a zipped folder and delivered to the customer. As the end user, once I extract these files, I'll go ahead and double-click the EasyRoute configuration file to run the batch script. It's going to prompt me to log into Microsoft Graph using the provided code and my Microsoft admin account credentials. Then it will prompt me to log into our Microsoft Teams environment with those same admin credentials. The script is now automatically running, and the first thing it's going to do is build our DNS record. Once the DNS step completes, we'll be given two different DNS text records, which will need to be given to Telesystem to add to their external DNS. Once Telesystem confirms the DNS records have been added, we will type in yes and hit enter. Microsoft will then verify the DNS is set up correctly, and it will move on to the next process, which is creating our anchor users and assigning their licenses accordingly. Once the process is complete, the script will continue running to set up our PSTN usage records and voice routing policies. This step that Microsoft is running can take up to a couple of minutes to complete, and it will indicate in the top bar how much time is remaining on this step. Once the script finishes running, you'll receive this message confirming that the EasyRoute configuration is complete. At this point, if you are establishing new telephone numbers with Telesystem, the Telesystem implementation team will assign those numbers to your employees and configure them to process calls through the Teams environment connected to Telesystem. If you have existing phone numbers that you are planning to port, the Telesystem implementation team will work with you to establish those numbers in your newly created EasyRoute environment. To learn more about EasyRoute and other Telesystem solutions, please visit trusttelesystem.com.